The NBA is filled with many beautiful moments, with cries and joy, pains and happiness that fills the arena. Moments that burn down into your memory and to history at large. Here are some real emotional moments that might just get you teared up. One of the greatest for a lot of people was in 1989 by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's The Shot. On May 7, 1989, the Chicago Bulls faced off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in a do-or-die Game 5 of the Eastern Conference first round. The series was tied, and the atmosphere at the Richfield Coliseum was electric. Fans were on edge, knowing the winner would advance while the loser would go home. With the game winding down, things got wild. Michael Jordan put the Bulls ahead 99-98 with a clutch shot, but Cleveland's Craig Elo quickly responded with a layup, giving the Cavs a 199 lead. The crowd was buzzing as time ran out. Then, with just 3 seconds left, Jordan got the ball on the inbounds pass. He calmly dribbled, sized up his defender, and launched a shot over Elo. As the buzzer sounded, the ball swished through the net, giving the Bulls a 100-100 win. Jordan's fist pump and leap into the air became an iconic moment in NBA history. That shot didn't just win a game, it signaled the start of the Bulls' championship dynasty. It's a moment that will always be remembered as the shot that defined Michael Jordan's legacy. This is similar to the next moment on our list, when the Celtics won a game due to sharp wits. John Havlicek's steal, 1965. The Boston Garden was packed for a Game 7 showdown between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers in the Eastern Division Finals on April 15, 1965. The Celtics, with their rich history of championships, were fighting to keep their legacy alive, and with the score at 110-109 in favor of them, every second counted. In a heart-stopping moment, Bill Russell accidentally turned the ball over under Boston's basket, giving the 76ers a chance to steal the game. Philadelphia's Hal Greer was ready to inbound the ball, and for a moment, it seemed like the 76ers might seize the moment. But John Havlicek had other ideas. Havlicek, always alert and ready to act, jumped into the perfect spot, tipping the ball to his teammate Sam Jones. The crowd erupted in joy as the Celtics secured possession. Broadcaster Johnny Most's voice rang out over the airwaves, "Havlicek stole the ball." His excitement made the moment even more electric. That steal didn't just win the game, it established Havlicek's place in Celtics history. In a fierce rivalry with the 76ers, moments like these made it even more legendary. Havlicek's clutch play is still remembered as one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. Michael Jordan's flu game, 1997. On June 11, 1997, in Salt Lake City, Utah, the Chicago Bulls were facing the Utah Jazz in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. With the series tied at 2 games each, this game was crucial. But just before tip-off, Michael Jordan was seriously sick from food poisoning. Most players would have sat out, but Jordan wasn't most players. Despite feeling terrible, he decided to play. For 44 minutes, he pushed through dizziness and weakness. By the end of the game, he had scored 38 points, including a key three-pointer in the final minute that gave the Bulls a huge boost. What made this game unforgettable wasn't just his scoring, it was the sight of Jordan, completely drained, leaning on Scottie Pippen for support. That moment captured the heart and determination Jordan brought to the game, showing that his will to win was just as powerful as his physical skills. But then there is Kobe Bryant's moment, which according to many people was one of the most emotional moments in NBA history. Kobe Bryant's final game, 2016. On April 13, 2016, Kobe Bryant played his final game with the LA Lakers, wrapping up an incredible 20-year career. In his farewell game against the Utah Jazz at the Staples Center, Bryant scored 60 points, leading the Lakers to a thrilling comeback win. The crowd at the Staples Center was electric, with fans and celebrities all gathered to witness the Black Mamba put on a show. As the game went on, tributes poured in, from video messages from NBA legends to standing ovations from the crowd. Bryant's final game was a perfect showcase of his scoring ability, fierce competitiveness, and skills. It embodied the Mamba mentality, his relentless drive for greatness. NBA fans worldwide celebrated his career and the massive impact he had on the game, not just in the U.S., but globally. It was a moment that left a lasting emotional impact on the basketball world. Dirk Nowitzki's farewell, 2019. Dirk Nowitzki, the legendary German-born forward, spent an amazing 21 years of his NBA career with the Dallas Mavericks. On April 9, 2019, he played his final home game at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. That night, he scored 30 points and hit his iconic fadeaway shot one last time. The atmosphere was electric as fans, teammates, and even players from the opposing team came together to celebrate his incredible career. Before the game, a heartfelt ceremony took place with video messages and speeches from NBA legends like Charles Barkley and Larry Bird, honoring Dirk's massive impact on the game. Over the years, Dirk led the Mavericks to 15 playoff appearances, including their first NBA championship in 2011. He also proved that European players could excel in the NBA, breaking stereotypes and opening the door for many international players to follow in his footsteps. Dirk's retirement wasn't just the end of his career, it marked the end of an era for Dallas basketball. His influence can still be felt in the NBA today as teams embrace more international talent. But what of finally winning a championship after many years? Kevin Garnett's championship exclamation 2008. After 13 seasons of incredible talent but no championship, Kevin Garnett joined the Boston Celtics in 2007, teaming up with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. Together, they led the Celtics to the 2008 NBA title. On June 17, 2008, after defeating the LA Lakers in the finals, Garnett, overwhelmed with emotion, shouted,
"Anything's possible."
"Anything is possible." His outburst was a raw expression of his passion and the culmination of years of hard work, finally realizing his longtime dream of winning a championship. His teammates, including Paul Pierce and coach Doc Rivers, all recognized Garnett's intense dedication and the vital role he played in bringing the title to Boston. That moment wasn't just about the win, it was about Garnett's career being defined by his relentless drive and toughness. For Garnett, this championship was the ultimate reward for everything he had sacrificed. It was his moment to prove to the world and to himself that his hard work had finally paid off on the biggest stage in basketball. This was a real emotional moment for anyone who understands, but this is nothing compared to LeBron's decision. LeBron James's decision and return to Cleveland. In 2010, LeBron James made a shocking decision that rocked the sports world. He left the Cleveland Cavaliers to join the Miami Heat. Fans in Cleveland felt betrayed, some even burning their LeBron jerseys in protest. It seemed like he'd turned his back on the city. But in Miami, LeBron didn't just win 2 championships, he improved his game in ways no one expected. Still, the tension with Cleveland lingered. Then, in 2014, LeBron made a surprise announcement. He was coming back to Cleveland. This time, his goal was clear, to bring a championship to his hometown. In 2016, after a tough season, LeBron delivered on that promise. The Cavaliers pulled off a stunning comeback in the NBA Finals, coming back from a 3-1 deficit against the Golden State Warriors to win the championship. That victory wasn't just another title, it meant so much more. For Cleveland, it was the end of years of heartbreak. LeBron's journey from leaving to returning and leading Cleveland to its first ever championship is one of the most powerful stories in basketball. It's about more than just the game, it's about redemption, second chances, and how coming home can change everything. Magic Johnson's HIV announcement, 1991. On November 7, 1991, Magic Johnson made a shocking announcement. He revealed that he had HIV and would be stepping away from basketball. At the time, HIV was still widely misunderstood, and there was a lot of stigma surrounding it. Fans and fellow players were stunned, but many expressed their support, concerned for Magic's health, and admiring the courage it took for him to share such a personal revelation. Despite the diagnosis, Magic refused to let it define him. He made it an incredible comeback, playing in the 1992 All-Star Game and joining the legendary Dream Team at the 1992 Olympics. His return wasn't just about basketball, it sent a powerful message to anyone facing challenges in life that life doesn't stop after a diagnosis. Magic's honesty and his work to raise awareness about HIV changed the way people saw the disease. He didn't just make a mark on basketball, he made a lasting impact on public health. Magic proved that it's possible to lead a fulfilling, impactful life even with a condition once thought to be a death sentence. The next on our list is a record-breaking game score. Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, 1962. On March 2, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain did something no one has ever matched in NBA history. He scored 100 points in a single game. The game was between the Philadelphia Warriors and the New York Knicks at the Hershey Sports Arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It wasn't played in a flashy modern stadium, but rather a small gym that felt more like a high school court. The final score was 169 to 147, with Wilt dominating the game. Wilt was nearly unstoppable, making 36 field goals and sinking 28 free throws. His teammates made sure he got the ball as often as possible, trusting his ability to score. On the Knicks side, they tried everything they could to stop him, but it just didn't work. When Wilt scored his 100th point, the crowd went wild, rushing the court to celebrate the incredible achievement. It was a moment that not only highlighted his talent, but also made people take a whole new interest in the NBA. That was a real journey back in time, don't you think? How many of those moments got to you? And how many of them were painful to you? Let us know in the comments section, and as usual, watch out for our next video about the NBA. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you have not.